Hey everybody, I just wanted to take a minute, take a real quick video of sweet little Miss Ruby. She is fresh out of the bathtub and is doing really well. She's just so gorgeous. She is a sweet little girl that came to us in February. She was advertised as a white male dragon. Well, clearly, as you can plainly see, she's neither white nor a male. Some of the misnomer about her in the advertisement is sort of understandable. She had most of her juvenile skin still, even though she was, they told us that she was 2 years old. They did give us the bill of sale. She came from a chain pet store in 2019 in early, I think it said April is when they purchased her. So she was probably born February or late January. She was 116 grams, very tiny. I'll be putting up some pictures of her in her early beginning with us as soon as I figure out how to get them onto the channel. Sorry guys, I'm old school, so I'm not that technologically savvy, but I will figure it out. But she was 116 grams. She was really tiny. She had a lot of her juvenile skin still. She hadn't even shed her little gray skin color that she was at that time. And now we got her in February, and this is now the middle of October. So in 8 months, she's now 480 grams and doing beautifully. She has nice, and I can show you. Come here, Ruby. Come here, sweetie. Okay. She has a nice thick base to her tail now. It was kind of scrawny initially. Her fat pads on her head are nice and rounded instead of being just level like they were. Fortunately, they weren't concave. I mean, she wasn't fully emaciated, but she was undernourished. You know, she really needed some live feeders, and she just plain didn't have any. So she was given mostly, I believe, freeze-dried bugs. And so being 116 grams, which is about the size of a bearded dragon, about 5 or 6 months old. So being that she was 2 when we got her and should have been adult-sized, you know, she had some growing to do, but boy did she catch up. My goodness, she's just beautiful. She's a little narrow in the pelvis. She's a little bit stunted lengthwise. But you know, I'm not going to be breeding her. So, you know, that's completely fine. I hope to find a forever home for her. She was purchased for a 12-year-old boy. I can tell by her behavior that she was grabbed. I suspect she was probably grabbed the way that you would grab a lizard that came into your yard. And as a result, she didn't want anything to do with human hands. I mean, at all. So she wouldn't even eat from our hands, nothing. However, when I started giving her live feeders, and I do use a tong system with her, and so she immediately was so happy to get live feeders that she was perfectly fine with us giving her them with tongs. But then when it came to her greens, which she also ate with gusto, a lot of fresh greens for this girl, we did try to feed her mostly by hand with greens so that she would learn that human hands are okay. And as you can see now, you know, she's perfectly okay. You can pet her, you can stroke her beard, which is beautiful. She has the most beautiful beard. It has so much of that orange, sort of that tangerine red and yellow in it that's just gorgeous. So I would love to know what her full genetic background is, but you know. So now she's a little bit round. She's kind of a pancake with legs right now, but I suspect that she'll probably go down. She's now on an adult diet. When I started with her, she had to have she had ground to make up, and so she was sickly. So she was given, you know, more of a juvenile subadult type diet so that she could catch up. So then she did catch up. So we had just started doing a regular adult type diet where she's getting mostly greens now, and she's only getting her protein a couple of times a week. And she's still eating with gusto. In fact, I have to watch how much I give her because she will binge eat and, you know, not realize that she's full. And that's typical of dragons that have had some malnourishment. When they start to get the nourishment that they need, they go a little crazy. So, you know, we just make it clear that, you know, this is what you're getting in your protein, and you still have greens. She gets greens every single day. And she gets her hornworm treats, you know, fairly regularly, which we'll talk more about too in the feeding video. But since I had her here and she was being her beautiful little self, I just wanted to give you guys a glance and let you know that, you know, you can make a world of difference in 8 months. She caught straight up. She had never brumated before in her life. She brumated for 4 months. She went down the first week of June and she didn't get up till the first week of October. And, you know, she was just doing quite well. Now, I don't know if she will ever be, you know, a cozy up to you kind of a dragon, but you can see that, you know, I can handle her. I can put her on me and she's like, yeah, okay, whatever. She's still a little bit suspicious. You know, it's important that you don't do fast moves around her, but, you know, she's just done wonderful strides. Everything we asked of her, she's done. So hopefully she'll probably lose, probably 20 to 30 grams, and then she'll be, I think, about right for what she should be. While I've had her, she has gained just under 300 grams, but she also has gained 2.5 inches. So she caught straight up, but I really thought initially that I might lose her. I didn't think she was going to make it. But she sure did, right, Miss Ruby? Miss Ruby Doo. Beautiful you. Yeah. So, just wanted to give you this quick little video. So, the next video we do next week, we're going to talk about feeding. Oh boy, lots to talk about. So, if you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comment section, and we will go over them as best we can next week for the feeding video. But, you know, just wanted to send you off into your weekend with some beauty and elegance in little Miss Ruby here. So, hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. Talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye.